Out of all three of them, I personally felt like Sophie did the best job at Tribal, and she had the most to say outside of what was obvious. Like there was hidden parts of her
Mhm.
game. So I really thought Sophie had it. Like honestly. Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today, it's all about Survivor 49, the finale. I am
Yeah.
Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
I am Kamaria. I am an attorney and a pop cultural writer. So yeah, let's get into this finale. I was disappointed at the Savannah
Yeah,
when I
I was
was. It
too.
felt like, dang, this is not even. And I gotta see her in 50. God dog, I ain't trying to see her in 50.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no shade to the girl. Like, there's something about her that is very admirable in terms of her fierceness, her belief in herself, her
Yes, her
go-getterness.
grit. Yes.
Yeah. So it's like I'm not sitting here trying to say like nothing bad about her. Well, not nothing bad, but I'm trying to say that the parts of her personality that aren't the most pleasant seeming make up the whole of who she is. You know, I know she's got her other stuff, but for me personally, it's interesting that,
Yeah, yeah.
we got to see her again.
Yeah, I agree. I was not excited for her win. And we could just jump into final tribal council.
Yeah.
I will say the lead up to it, I was like, okay, everyone is speaking that's on the jury, and it's not given that they all have a solidified winner in their minds going into jury. So I was like, okay, this is anybody's game for real, because they were
Mm-hmm.
all like, I just want to see them all fight hard for it. And so when it came down to final tribal, I don't know. I think I had high expectations that they were all going to come in and just like really drill down their case. Like it was really going to feel like a fight to the finish. Like on the edge of my seat, like who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Mm-hmm.
Out of all three of them, I personally felt like Sophie did the best job at Tribal, and she had the most to say outside of what was obvious. Like there was hidden parts of her
Mm-hmm.
game. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like
Mm-hmm.
Savannah's game was very out loud, but like she said, she
Mm-hmm.
had to play out loud. So I really thought Sophie had it. Like honestly, I was like, Sophie
I
might have
yeah.
been able to actually take this, but
What
I
yeah.
feel like the last thing that I think Sophie probably could have added to her resume was making sure that she turned on Savannah, but she never got the
Yeah.
opportunity to after that last
Yeah.
time that they all had the opportunity to.
Yeah, I
So
mean, the fire making thing was about as best as at a
yeah,
certain point. And that's why she should have gone out instead of Steven, you know. Oh, well, hold
yeah.
up. Yeah, yeah, that
Steven
vote.
and
Like,
Alex, both of those votes could have been Savannah.
yeah, but I'm saying for Sophie's game, like
Yeah,
that Steven vote really could have should have been Savannah. And for Sage too, I don't understand why Sage was like these people were blind, I feel like. I mean, they were in it. We were out of it. So we see in a bird's eye view. But they were blind and they're in it. They were blind to Savannah's like winning potential. I don't understand how they
yeah,
didn't think they kept trying to get this girl. They didn't think she was gonna win. Like at
yeah,
the last minute that the game losing decision for Sage, I think, was getting Steven out.
yeah. No,
Like, I think
absolutely.
Sage at a certain point, I was like, "Is Sage trying to come through with all her friends on a jury and take this? Like, is that what's about to happen?" And I
Yeah,
do agree with you that Sophie's speech was the best. I do feel like, and I thought when Christina said, "Name our family members,"
do you remember when we did the
I
draft?
thought that was
That was
like,
excellent. That
yeah,
was excellent.
I thought that killed Savannah. I thought that was
Yeah, I
done. I
did
thought she was
too.
done with
Yeah, and
that.
Sophie was over there lipping everybody's family member, so I just thought for sure that was gonna take it over the edge. But Christina said in her
Yeah,
pre-interview that she was going to ask that
yeah, I remember
question
you mentioning
at
that.
Final Tribal, and that is
Mhm.
why I chose her for winner pick.
Ah,
Alex also said he values relationships, and so maybe the relationship that
mm.
he had with Savannah is what
Maybe
had him picking Savannah, but I just knew he was going to pick Sophie. I
Sophie,
also thought
yeah.
Alex was going to vote Sophie just off the fact that they came from original. What were they?
On the emotion.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Kelly.
yeah,
Yeah, they were
yeah.
original Kelly. I just knew he was
Mhm.
going down with Sophie. I,
Yeah, I wondered if it was her talking about hiding in the bush with Jeremiah that was like, "Hold up, bitch." Like, what? You was like out here gaming me? Like when when I had all the power to choose which way to go, and that you were not an ally to me, you were allied to them, like to Savannah
Yeah.
and Rizzo. So I wonder if that because I was wondering, he said in the beginning like he felt like she played I don't know if he said the best game or whatever when they were doing the jury pre-vote discussion
in the shadows. It was something like that. Yeah.
So I was surprised that he didn't as well, but I wondered about that. I was like, what flipped his vote, you know? And I also think that when Savannah was like, I don't think I can do it, Christina should have let her be just like that. Let it. Because when she started going through and she didn't know people's names, it was like not great, but it was kind of like, okay, like there's something there. There's not, it's not like a total, like you're just you like about yourself, and you know there's something, we'll give you a little half credit, like I don't think it tanked her as much as it was when she was like, I don't think I can do that. It's like, I think that silence could have sat, and they could have moved on to the next question.
Agreed.
I think that would have tanked her a little bit more, but it is what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I heard that didn't like that question, and I was confused.
I like the question.
I'm saying
they don't like Christina. They don't like Christina.
They just don't like
people
her.
Don't like Christina.
And quite honestly, the way that Savannah was going hard for, I'm kind of going back to your comment of like they didn't think Savannah could win, because I was confused as to why
Christina?
They thought.
No, Savannah. Okay.
I was confused. I'm just thinking about what were they thinking about what it was going to take to win this specific game with these specific people, because they thought Steven could win, which is why they took him out. And I didn't think Steven had that much going on over any of them, for real, to win. And the way Savannah was going so hard to make sure Christina wasn't making fire, I was like, okay, did y'all really feel like Christina could take it? Like,
they said they didn't think that. They was just like, all up through that thing, she can't win, she can't win, she can't win, she can't win. Like everybody says she can't win in that episode.
Yeah, but why would they not want to go to? I mean,
but they all had the right mind. Savannah had the wrong mind because she knew she didn't want to be in fire with that girl. That's I think that's all it boiled down to. Savannah she did play a better game. Like whatever, it was out front, whatever, but she played a better game than everybody, I would say, except Rizzo. Like her and Rizzo neck and neck. It could have been a toss up. It was just that fire, you know. It's just the fire. But
it looked like when they were making fire, that they wanted Rizzo to win. Like all the jury, the reactions. At least that's how they clipped it together. It seemed like they was definitely rooting for Rizzo, because they were like, all right, he's smothering it, and like, oh no, he got it, and, you know. So all the things.
Yeah, Rizzo seems likable. Asia was saying that in person, like he's a very likable, fun-loving guy. So I can totally see that they were like, both of y'all was getting on my nerves because y'all was like, you know, we want to get you out the whole time. But if I want either to win, it's Rizzo. And I think that had Rizzo made it to the end, it would have been over for Savannah too. I think Rizzo could have beat Savannah.
I think so too.
For sure. So I'm excited to see him in 50. I am not so excited, like I said, to see her.
Yeah,
but
I'm not either.
Cast is like a little, it's all right.
Yeah, they could have.
Except for Sari.
Well, I'm happy to see Sari again. I'm happy to see Ozzy again. They could have done away with Kobe Donaldson. They could have done away with Coach for me. And I mean, I think too, it could have been a little less of the 40 era people. Like they could have brought in some. I think just half of it is from the 40s. More than half are from the 40s.
Yeah.
So it just feels like we're rewatching a game we kind of not just watched, but I don't know. I just would have liked to see some other people.
Maybe they're trying to like force us to fall in love with the newer players because the older players getting old. Okay. Yeah. But some of the times, Boston Rob and Sandra gonna be able to be on that beach. Sari, she about ready to put up her jersey too.
Yeah. But, no, for real.
But yeah,
that is true though. But even when they did like the repeat seasons, like what was it, like Heroes versus Villains or All Stars and stuff, like it was all more recent players, you know, like James and I think what's her name, Amanda Kimmel had just played China
Oh,
or what?
you're talking about back in the day when they
Yeah,
did
like back
those.
in the day
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
did
yeah,
when
yeah.
they did seasons like this, it was with more
Mhm.
recent players. But so I can see how that's kind of like happening again, like more recent
Well,
players playing
yeah, but I
again.
think the fandom just loves the OG. Like, you
Yeah,
know, it's like they
yeah,
don't. It's like only the rest of these
yeah,
like yeah, all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
give us the OGs. Like
Yeah,
they just
it's
wanna.
really because that many like new playbooks have not been played in Survivor. I think that's why.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about just like how you play idols and things like that. Like
uh,
we've kind of seen it all, and so like I feel like they need to bring in new elements to have like new creativity
I feel
in
like
the
they
game.
do. I feel like they bring in new, like little different, like the Beware advantages, newer, it's modern era,
Yeah,
the journeys, and like I mean, they. I don't know. I can see it. I can see, but I do feel like there's a lot of different twists. I think it's just they people just love the game,
yeah,
that they fell in
yeah,
love with in the beginning,
yeah,
and
yeah. I'm definitely an old
yeah,
era
me too.
fan. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
I'm
like
not.
we gotta love
Yeah.
some of the new people.
I know, I know,
They
I know.
they
This
they
might do
probably
it. We'll see.
maybe because if this is a good season, then it
Yeah.
can be like okay, But I feel like they're just not the right players. Like Say should have been on there. Like I
Yes,
still
they
don't understand
definitely
how
should have came
Say
back. Yeah,
wasn't on there. Like
yeah.
did she piss somebody off? Like she must. Maybe
I don't know. I actually
I
had
don't
saw her
know.
story the other day. She had said that she heard that the producers or somebody like while they were filming said like, "Oh, she's going to be the troublemaker," like, and like was always gesturing the camera to her to see
Mm.
what she was doing. So,
I don't know. Is that supposed to be a
uh,
good thing or a bad thing
so
in
I don't know.
TV? Because
Yeah,
they'd be
I don't
like,
know.
she's our moneymaker. Put it
Yeah,
on her,
yeah,
or is it
yeah.
like
Yeah.
this girl?
I have no
But
idea.
anyway, anything else on Tribal? Um,
No, nothing else from Tribal. Let's go ahead and jump to the beginning of the episode. We have the first immunity challenge that we had this episode. Christina, man, she fell on her knees and then she fell again. I said, baby, if you
yeah,
hurt yourself on the way out of this game,
yeah.
like,
It
please don't.
it did look like she had blood. Like they had all that mud, so you couldn't see. But I thought I
Yeah,
saw red
I
spots
did
on her
too.
face, maybe on her shoulder, like somewhere. Like it was just seeming like she definitely seemed like she had an injury.
Yes.
Um, but side note, before we get to that challenge, like when they first opened up the episode and Sophie was like, "Oh man, I'm so embarrassed," da 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 da, and then Christina and then was all like, "Oh no, like it was epic." I'm like, now y'all know the girl did mess up the idol, okay? Y'all sitting here trying to
Yes.
like, come on
Yes.
now, she
Definitely should
did.
have
You just
took
be like, it's
Rizzo's
okay,
idol.
it's okay. It did kind of flop, but it's okay.
Yeah,
That's the
nah.
response. Don't be lying to
Yeah.
the girl
No,
saying like it was
honestly.
epic. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah.
um but
Yeah.
they had we forgot about the advantage too before that, and just them running around doing
Yeah.
the dig and stuff like that, and I thought Sophie wasn't gonna win because the advantage that advantage wasn't that great to me. Like I feel
And
like
I said
due
not
to
the little ring ladder. I'm like, if anything, they ain't had a dig for the little thing and
yes
a couple
or
of
the
pieces of the
barrel
puzzle was together.
like
Yeah, he didn't have to do the barrel or the ball was already hooked for them to walk the barrel.
yeah
Something. The chain was already
something
on the hook. I mean, anything other than that ladder that you was just
yeah
shimmying all up there. That did not take that much
yeah
time. At
I
least it didn't seem
agree.
like it did. I was like, not
Yeah.
this whack ass advantage. I was like, Savannah wouldn't have needed it anyways.
I know. I know. Yeah, I was surprised at that. I was like, is this a little producer manufacturing because they
Yeah.
want to like give her, they want to keep Rizzo and Savannah in the league. Cause I was like, anybody but them. Sage, who? Christina. And then when
Yeah.
Christina got up there finally, I was like, puzzle girl, go ahead with the puzzle.
Yeah,
And then
no,
it was
for
just
real.
like,
Yeah.
nobody could do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I didn't want Savannah to win.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
want her to be in the Hall of Fame. And I definitely didn't want her to win that last one because I was like, oh my God, if she breaks the record,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
she's gonna be cemented as an icon in survival
Well,
world. And I'm like,
I kind of was okay with her winning because I was like, Go ahead, girl. Just do something epic then. Get the fifth one. Shit.
No, not that. No, it's only epic when you have comp beasts. If Sophie S was in there with her shooting in the gym,
Yeah.
then we could say something. But she really had no competition.
I mean, Sophie S was there for a little while, but I hear you. I hear you. Like Sophie S, and then Steven was there for a little while. She had competition around. You talking about towards the end? Or you
Yes,
talking about? Yeah, I
I'm
guess
talking
I could
about when it
see
came down to making. Because after she got the third one, that's when Sophie S won, and
I
then
can't remember.
Steven, I can't remember the order, but
Mhm.
either way, it was back and forth with Savannah. Savannah won one, somebody else won one. Savannah won one,
Mhm.
somebody else won one. So it was like I don't know. To me, she didn't have
Mhm.
that much competition.
Competition.
So
Mm.
it's always fun when you have at least like, you know, 3 to 4 real good comp beasts at the end for various reasons. It doesn't all have to be just because of strength, but like it could just
Mm.
be somebody's gonna whip through a puzzle real quick, or somebody, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, to make
Mm.
it just to have you on the edge of your seat.
Mhm.
After Steven left, I was like, Savannah's gonna comp her way to the end. I mean, everybody was
Mhm.
saying that, you know.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, she even won fire.
Yeah, no, I do feel though like people always get out the big players, and there's always like a comp beast that is just comping. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know,
yeah,
but my
yeah.
memory may be off a little bit.
Yeah, not to take anything away,
Um,
like Savannah did an amazing job, so I don't want anyone to feel like we just hating on the girl because it's definitely not well
I
deserved
mean, yeah,
win.
that's what I said.
Yeah,
We think
I just
she's
didn't want her to win. That's it.
yes,
That's it.
cause she is more of a personality
Yeah,
thing. Like
yes,
it was a
yeah,
little strong, and sometimes didn't seem like the nicest.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Anywho,
It's so funny. I was talking to my coworker, and she was like, "Who do you?" I always love when I know that
people
people
who
are
like
are
Survivor,
Survivor
yeah.
watchers, and she's one, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm rooting for Sophie B. Like, I really want her to win." And
Mhm.
I'm like, "Yeah, like me and my friend too." And she was like, "But I think Savannah's gonna take it, and that's just like the worst way to end the season."
Mm. Yeah,
The worst way.
yeah.
She was like, when she was telling her story, I was like, "Oh my."
I had hope for Sophie.
Yeah, I did
The
too.
episode,
I
even
did
the season, as
too.
I look back, I was like, they
Yes.
edited her very like if there was. I mean, they gave Savannah like a very obvious edit, like she's like the girl,
Yeah.
but I felt like Sophie had that, like people say winners edit, like she had a story that they kept showing,
Yeah.
um, one, but flashing back
And
to
Rizzo
Tribal.
too. Rizzo also
Yeah,
had a
and
winner's
Rizzo,
edit.
yeah. And flashing back to Tribal though, the final one, I did feel like I don't know if you watched the after the show, the reunion part of it, but like in the reunion part, she was just like da, 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 like she was much more loose, and I was like, I feel like she could have maybe brought like a teensy bit more of that element
Yeah.
and laughability to the Tribal, because she brought it. There was a moment where she had everybody laughing and stuff, but I think I think she could have, like, I thought her speech was good, but I do think that there was more to express in her game. But she did a great job. Like, she did a
Yeah.
great job explaining like the social, the muscle, the strategic, like, because that,
Yeah.
and I agree with her when she said it, and then
Yeah.
Savannah agreed
Yeah.
too. She was like,
Yeah.
I think you actually, said it right. Except
Yeah,
let me
yeah. And I thought she was gonna bring up the fact that she's the one who told Rizzo to say it, that his idol expired on day I
Oh,
mean
she's the one who said
on
that?
final six. Yeah, she's the one
Sophie?
who told Rizzo to do that.
Oh.
So
And also she should, like, I think there could have been a moment to just say like, "Look, I almost did take results." But maybe they would have been like, "Game losing mistake. This will make me not vote for you."
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think her just talking about like how comfortable she was and the
Yeah,
positions
and
that
not
she
needing
had.
to make these super loud
Yeah.
moves to
And
have to
that's
be out
why
in the front.
had she not played the shot in the I mean not the shot in the dark, but the
The advantage. It could have been more
yeah.
flashy. Yeah, if
Yeah,
it
she
was
could be
gonna be
like
played the way she played it, it definitely would have been more flashy to just keep it.
just to
I
keep
will,
it, yeah.
yeah, I will also say too. I think Jeff had mentioned like everything played this season was played in a way that was not necessary. Idols, extra votes, the knowledge is power. Like nothing was played when it had to be played.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that speaks to how much people were talking too much
Mm-hmm.
this season.
Except Rizzo, like even though he said he tried to use Rizzo's as like part of this little thing,
Yeah.
Rizzo is the one who played it and played it and played it again and again exactly the way it needed to be played.
Yeah, true. He
Just
did. He
period.
said I was using it as what did he say, as offense instead of
Mm.
defense, or did he say? I don't know what he said, but
Yeah,
one of
but
the
that
two.
ain't gonna fly next season.
Oh yeah,
Know
definitely
that
not.
people
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go back to
nah.
cutting them
Right,
as
right,
soon as the
right,
idol's
right.
known
That's
about.
going back to being
So
a target if you have an idol.
yeah,
You gotta keep it
yeah.
on the hush. But yeah, I definitely thought Sophie B this entire time was gonna be in 50. I don't know where I heard.
Mm.
I think it was in a TikTok comment. Somebody said it was
Mhm.
Sophie and Rizzo, and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a great comeback. But it's Savannah and Rizzo. Um,
Yeah.
Rooting for Rizzo for sure, and
Mm.
a few others, but yeah, Sophie, I felt like this was her game. I did, and I do wonder too how much of her tribal was kind of cut out, because they have to make it
Yeah.
where Savannah's win makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
And so I do wonder if some of these things that we're saying, oh, she could have said this or that, because I
Mhm.
think somebody in our group chat said that after the whole like say the family member thing, somebody else kind of said like I think Sophie S was like, that's kind of like not fair. Like you should have Sophie B and Sage do the same thing, and then Sophie B was able to do it, and they both did it. And say someone's family member, everyone's excuse me, say a family member from everyone. So I don't know. Clearly they took
Sophie
out some
S was just up Savannah's.
ass.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
Yeah,
I wanted
she
to say it
was.
because it's like to the end that girl is
Yes.
giving like okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she's like Sophie S, then Savannah in terms of my lack of likability
Yeah.
scale. It's
Yeah.
Sophie S at the top. She's number one spot. Shoot.
Yeah.
Cause
No, for
like
real.
it's like
Yeah.
she just like Savannah just I felt like knew how to handle her too. It's like she could just be like, and you were so great. So I had to be like, and this is the way I and we at Sophie S ate it up, ate it up. You've
Yeah. She
got my
did.
vote. And so
Yeah.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
Lord. But anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was back
Um
in the day when people used to get up there and try to convince the jury who the jury should vote for. It would have been
mm,
Sophie S. For sure.
yeah. Okay, so or if Jake had made it, the one who got bit by the snake,
Oh.
he was
Yeah.
definitely given like I'm about to steer a jury
Yeah.
if
No,
I
for
make it
real.
that far. Okay, so the first vote out was Christina. And what do you think about the arguments between Christina and Sage? And what do you think about the fact that like Rizzo and Sophie caved to Savannah's wishes? It's like
Um, I didn't like that. It felt like the way Savannah came at Sophie in Final Tribal that maybe she was kind of using this guilt trip, and I don't think the guilt trip was like 100% seen.
mhm.
But when Rizzo was like, our friendship means so much, and I feel so bad, and she was like, never feel bad for playing your game or whatever. I was
Yeah.
like, what this girl do? Get up in here and manipulate everybody, like what's happening here? Because
Yeah.
Savannah, I mean, Sophie and Rizzo were headstrong on no, we have to
Yeah.
take Christina.
Mhm.
So I don't know what she said, but
I
I
mean,
didn't like it. I didn't
yeah.
like it.
Yeah. 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 I like Sophie, that was her decision, and I think that was her game losing decision. I
Yeah,
think she should have definitely just because it's at that point, it's nothing she could do once Savannah won immunity. It's like
yeah,
that needed to be Sage gone, you
yeah.
know? And I do think Sage had almost a chance of beating them. Like had they been in the not with
No,
Savannah and not with Rizzo.
no,
After
after
Christina was
everybody got
gone.
up there and they said what they had to say, I was like, they're feeling a little slighted by Sage. And so I think that's why Sage lost because she
Oh,
voted out all of her
really?
friends. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. But yeah, I didn't I thought Christina made a good argument.
yeah,
And I
she
also was
did.
not feeling Sage's like that hurt, and you were saying that. I
Yeah,
was just like,
I'm
what?
so
She
confused where
said,
that came from. I was like, girl, you're
yeah.
pulling that from the depths of your soul because there was no correlation in that. I'm like, if anything, she talking
She was
about how
like,
great you are and you're over here demeaning yourself. But I loved how
she
Christina
came
wrapped
back.
that up. It was
Mm,
like, no offense, girl, not trying to dismiss you, but everything you just said is the reason why everyone just love you. Everyone loves you.
mm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know.
But yeah, I definitely like, yeah, that's when for me, like when Savannah won that immunity, that was when it kind of was like, oh, okay, the episode was going. But after they decided to get rid of Christina, I was like, yeah, this is not. It's not
Yeah.
much of a, kind of goes downhill because there's not much of, like, one of Rizzo or Savannah's going to be at the end, and it's just like this
Yeah.
is an uphill battle, and I don't know if they got the leg power, like whoever's left. So
Yeah,
Sage or
agreed.
Chris or Sophie.
Agree.
But
And
I
if
have
I
more
was
faith in
Sophie, I
Sophie.
would have been thinking like I need both Rizzo and Savannah on that jury to vote for
Mhm,
me.
mhm,
So that for me would have been a no brainer. It would have been like,
mhm,
yeah, Trust
mhm.
Sage, I'm sorry. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
go. Y'all
yeah,
gotta go. Rizzo
yeah,
probably would have been whoever I felt like I mean it wouldn't matter because Christina would have beat either one of them in fire.
mhm.
So
Yeah,
it just would have been take your pick. Who wanna go now, who wanna go later. Like
yeah, and I think that that's, like, why Savannah rightly probably got rid of the right person in terms of
yeah,
Christina, but also, like, this for the same reason why that's not the great person for Sophie.
yeah,
And it also is like we were talking about the episode before about how, like, Sophie was in the best position because she was in the middle with that 3, but the reason why she should have gotten her out, what did I say before, at 6?
yeah,
Yeah, at 6 is because of what happened of the immunity and the idol just causing an issue for her. It's like
yeah.
you ain't in the middle of nothing when this side has all the power because they
Right.
have an idol and they have immunity. They're not going home. You're not
Yeah,
in the middle. You're just lucky again.
exactly.
So yeah, that's that. The next one was, of course, the fire. And I was so surprised that Rizzo and Sophie did not Sophie, Savannah did not know how to make fire. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, y'all don't make y'all feel like y'all should lose just because of that.
No, honestly,
I was like,
honestly,
y'all been
because
doing
I'm
all
like,
these things
how y'all get this
this
far? Not
far,
what
yeah.
y'all do around camp? Nobody talks about camp life, baby.
I know.
Christina
I was
was
like,
the
maybe
worker
they
bee, clearly.
I know.
Like,
Maybe they take the pot and, like, put it on the fire, they fill it up with
baby,
the water, take
I
it
don't
in, I don't
know. Because
know.
back in the day, they used to get your ass out this game. You don't help around camp. You can't keep the tribe strong.
I
You
know,
gotta
right?
go. You gotta go. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was crazy. I was like, never struck a fire since you've been out here. But
Mhm.
Savannah did a great job. She got that thing up, honey,
Yeah, 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 she did.
and
Um,
quickly.
One of the things that going back, I don't know, I know I keep going back, but to the tribal, where Christina was voted out, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, damn, like, if it were me, I was Christina and Sage, I might have just been like, it's between the three of them anyway. How about the two of us vote Rizzo? Because might not play as idol. And we might tie or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I was
And
like,
that honestly would have been a great move. It would have
yeah,
been
and
a great move.
I was like, even like, and I wonder if, like, I was like, Sophie asked if she had come on board with it, then it would be like, oh, dag. But he did play his idol,
Yeah,
but you gotta kind of soup him up and just be like, man, that is so crazy. Like, I mean, you don't, not that this will work because he might see it coming, but just be like, that'd be so crazy. Like, if you literally go up there and you don't have to play your idol, and like that, I feel like the jury would be like, like that, the game is over at that point. You
yeah,
soup his hand up, be like, that's so crazy. And
yeah,
he wouldn't suspect it from Sophie because she could have taken it from him and she didn't. And
yeah.
so um So yeah, I don't know. I would have tried something
Something.
because
We
they're
needed
both
a
canceling each other out. They could have at minimum like just be like, look, they're gonna decide, and maybe you or me, we making arguments still, but boom, we're
yeah.
gonna put two on them.
And what God, why is her name slipping me? Who played with Kyle? That's gonna be
Camilla.
Camilla. They needed a Camilla. They needed a somebody who was willing to die on the swords for the cause. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like God, Camilla was like, "Look, it's either me or you,
Mhm,
and I'm okay if you get it. I'm okay if I
mhm,
get it. Whatever way this works, we just got to
mhm,
make it work, and we're gonna get up there
mhm,
and fight for the other."
mhm.
And that's what
Yeah.
they needed. That's what Sophie and Christina needed to do, in my opinion. Like,
Mhm.
if we wanted to be us, or shoot, even a Sophie and Rizzo, but I felt like Rizzo. I don't know what Savannah did, but it felt like both Rizzo and Sophie were so far up Savannah ass. No offense if you're listening. That it was kind of like whatever Savannah wants, she get. You know, like it was like she
Yeah.
was the
Them
top
also for
dog of the.
sure.
Yeah, she was the top dog of the group. It was like
For sure, for sure.
she was the top dog. She was the top
Yeah.
dog, baby.
Yeah. Um, any other thoughts from that tribal?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
we didn't talk about Sophie's challenge win. That was kind of
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that I was
Yeah.
jumping up and down. I was so
Yeah.
excited. I was
Mhm.
clapping. I was screaming because I was like, Sophie, if you don't get out your head, get in this game, stop talking bad about yourself, pull out that confidence that I know you have. Like, I
Mhm.
was just so sad every single time she was like, I can't do anything, or like, oh, what is this? I'm not made for
Mhm.
this. I was like,
Mhm.
no, no, girl, no, please revert, revert, revert. But when she pulled out that win, I was so happy for her. Like pure
Yeah, she
joy,
was
jumping up
chatterbox.
and
She was
down.
talking, talking, talking,
Yes,
talking, talking, like, oh
yes.
yes, and this is for my yes, and this yes. So, like, yeah,
Like,
she was going.
yes,
Yeah.
girl. I was,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so overall, like I don't know if you watched the reunion part.
I did.
I was like, what's with Sage crying about? I guess maybe it's a loss. I hate that
The
they do the
loss
reunions
right
not live
after.
anymore. Yeah, like bring
Yeah,
back first of all live. Bring it
yeah,
back. Because I want to be in the audience, bitch. Like I want to meet. I want to
yes,
go. Okay.
yeah,
Bring it back live. That's one. And then two, it's like I like to see the people all done up. Okay. I like to see them
yeah,
done up. Come on, let me see how y'all look in y'all real life. Or at
yeah.
least for TV, not like raggedy for
Right.
surviving on an island. And then three, I think that like a moment like this when there's like um everyone is like they're trying to digest what it is that they've just lost. That's kind
Yeah.
of a lot to be like then give them some alcohol and like have to sit
Champagne and
down
some
there.
pizza and
Yeah,
bask in it. Yeah. At
and
least at
talk
the
about
live,
it.
they
And
had their families there. They had immediate
yeah.
support.
And they had all this
Uh,
time to process it. And I'm sure they knew who won and who didn't win when they got there, just to be honest. Probably because they probably talked to people and they'd be like,
who'd
did
you
you
vote for?
vote?
Who'd you
Who'd you
for?
vote? Who'd you
I
vote? Did you?
yeah, I
And
do
like they
wonder
probably
how
count a
that.
little bit. So they probably have
Well,
a
I
very
don't know
good
because I
idea.
distinctly remember Russell Hance. He was always pissed off every single time he lost. And Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda
But
came in second, I think, like twice, and she was sad. So I think they found out right then and there, like at the
I don't
live
know.
reading.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just know that I feel like for all the seasons,
Yeah.
that they did a live
Yeah.
show
Somebody
finale.
was snitching. Somebody,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that the person snitching about who gonna be on the episodes, somebody is snitching the votes. I that's my thought.
No,
Um,
honestly.
but yeah, because I know that whoever that is that Asia was saying like they dropped
Inside Survivor.com.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know that's somebody at CBS. It gotta be because like how
Yeah.
you know all there is to
With
know,
pictures.
okay?
With pictures, child. I don't
I
know.
know, shoot, maybe Jeff. It's like I'm joking.
Yeah. Could
I'm just
be.
joking. I'm just joking. But yeah, so it's interesting, and I know like they probably go back there and they probably take them votes, like Jeff and whoever are the the crew that counts the votes, they know who it is. And like I know they
Yeah.
be Child, but yeah, it was something in my notes I wrote down though, related to Steven, and I just glanced at it. Um, in the final tribal, him looking
When
very
he stood
pissed
up.
off.
Oh.
I was like, was there something? When Sage was talking about how voting him off and stuff like that, I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you ain't got his vote. I know that, but
Yeah.
who do you vote for? Yeah, Savannah. I am, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's when I knew. I was like, Sage is not getting this. There are people who are actually irritated with the fact that
yeah. I
they
mean, I
went
knew
out on
he was.
her doing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then also, yeah, like because MC was saying like, but we had the majority. Like
Right.
it didn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
as they were talking, it didn't make sense that as to why it's like, yeah, girl, y'all did. Somebody turned. I can't remember, but I was like, somebody turned too early, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it was you, but I was like, I think it was you, MC, and Sophie. I think y'all were the ones like that vote. The MC vote, I
Yeah.
think, was a too early vote.
Yeah, it
But it
was.
was the Jawan and Sage, I guess. I don't
Mhm.
know. Look, bruh, I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, though, they had the majority, and then it just kind of
Yeah,
messed up from there
several
because
times.
once that
Several
happened, it
times.
also messed up the trust with Sophie S. And so that's when Sophie S got the
Yeah.
free go ahead to go wherever she pleased in the game.
Mm.
So yeah, no, literally, the jury would look a lot different, I think, if it was not for that MC vote,
Mhm. Mhm.
for
Yeah, for
sure.
sure. The one thing I will say about Savannah's speech, I feel like her being honest, she brought a lot of honesty to that tribal,
Yeah.
and I think that did a lot for her. Like I before she even won, I wrote down I was like the honesty is a good look for her because it's like
Yeah.
she's like, I'm doing this for me. Okay. And then I was like, "Oh, that's not good." But then she was just kind of like that may sound bad, but like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be real with you. Like that, and I feel like the honesty of it all um kind of just made it be like this is her. She
Yeah.
was
It
being
was
true to
giving
herself.
what's her name? Mackenzie. Mackenzie said that exact same thing.
Mackenzie.
She was like, "I'm here for me." Although she did also say like my everyday life is for other people, and so I did this
Yeah.
strictly for me. So it had a different aura around it, for sure.
Absolutely.
But when she said that,
Absolutely.
I was like, "Not the Mackenzie, I'm doing it for me" speech.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I hear
yeah,
you on that. That is
yeah,
like similar. It came off like you said very different because like
yeah,
bruh, she can't like everyone has said she's a very self-interested player, and so
yeah,
for her to be like my why, oh, it's me, like
yeah.
it kind of was like okay,
Yeah, and
but
considering
her
Jawan asked that question, I did write down, Sophie. No, you tell him yes. Use this as a reason to vote for me.
yeah, I don't think anybody was getting Jawan's vote.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
hated that. I was like, Jawan, why you voting for?
Sage. Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been problems back home if if he hadn't
Yeah.
voted for her. I think it would have been kind of like was that woman's name Maria and Charlie's season, was that her? And
Oh
she didn't vote for Charlie, and
yeah,
it was just kind of
yeah,
like it to me. I didn't like that vote, and I
yeah,
don't think the fandom liked that. But I don't think anybody would say anything about Sage because I don't think Sage is a fan favorite. I
yeah,
think so. I don't think anybody would have that same, those opinions if he hadn't voted. But I think the way she cried, like she would have had some issues. They probably wouldn't be friends. I don't know,
The
but
her answer to that question though, I was like, to be the most emotional player up here, this is like
a very,
I'm not moved.
I know.
I know.
No, I agree. It was very like I think maybe she just got like emotional in herself and didn't know how she was butting it up and just
Yeah.
start listing the facts of like I'm doing it for
Right.
my partner. I'm doing it for
Yeah.
my this. I'm doing it for So, but yeah, did Sophie say she was said she was doing it for her grandmother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember because like we'd heard her talk about her grandma a lot in the season as like to the cameras. Um, and so I just didn't I couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
And I was surprised too that Sophie did not mention that she owns several businesses. She got
Oh,
businesses on her hands.
yeah. Yeah, I think that like that had she been able to just really like just paint this fuller picture of herself.
Yeah.
I think she could have won because I think they probably liked her more, you know?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
So,
I wonder if she did and we just didn't see it,
mm,
or um
I
yeah, I
feel like
don't
they wouldn't have
know.
shown it, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what they edited, what they leave out, I don't
Right,
know, you
right,
know?
right, right. Yeah. And then when Sage brought up the fact that she was in the intelligence, like I was like, "Oh, you brought that in too soon, too quick." You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
thought it was
and
actually good. You didn't like
I thought
that?
she, yeah, not that I didn't like it. I thought it was a great thing to say. I just
Ah,
don't know if it should have been like the first
first
answer.
thing.
You
I
know,
got you. I
like I
got you.
think it should have been more so when she was really drilling in about her strategy or like her
Mm,
closing statement.
mm,
I feel like it would have
mm.
had more like lasting
Impact. I can see that.
pizzazz. You know, right?
I
Because
can see
like
that.
it was like she was so together with that answer, and then she just like fell apart with the rest of it. And I think
Yeah, yeah,
her
yeah.
focus was so much on that because she said walking into it, like when they do the voiceover, she was like, I have a bomb that I'm just waiting to drop. And I think she
Mm.
should have waited to drop that I think she should have waited just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I
You know.
feel ya.
Timing is important. Timing is
Yeah,
important. But I think
yeah,
she was just like, I gotta say it. So
yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Well,
man. Yes, 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 yes. So we will be back for 50. We'll make sure we do our draft sooner and
early,
earlier.
yeah.
Now that we have the full cast
Oh, yeah,
list.
we actually can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they also announced that they're going to be, I think, starting in January, they're going to start playing episodes,
Yeah.
leading past episodes from the
Mhm.
players who will
The
be
players, yeah.
in 50, leading up to it. So that will be
Mhm.
nice. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our recap this season. Any questions, comments, thoughts, critiques, leave them in the comments and we will catch you for 50. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.